Yep. All right. My name is Brandon Barrett. I am from Bryan, College Station, Texas. I am a second grade teacher. I also work with the youth group at FBC Bryan. When I was younger, I would go to a whole bunch of baseball games with my family, my brother and my mom and dad. My dad was an English teacher in high school, and so that's what we did for fun. And so we would go to every single game. The team that we went to go see, I guess I started loving it because they're really good at baseball. They won 2 state championships in a row. And so I would love going to watch their games and everything. And so we started going to a whole bunch of Aggie baseball games and hanging out there and stuff like that. And my parents decided to get season tickets, and I still have season tickets to those games as well. And so that's just something that I love to do because I just love baseball. I wasn't always very good, but I tried and I enjoyed the game, so I decided to keep going. So the first year we came to Germany, that we decided to go, and I wasn't sure what to expect at my first year, and I was kind of afraid and nervous a few times, but by the end I ended up loving it a whole lot and loving the relationships and the bonds that I made during that time. And so I decided to come back last year, and then I also decided to come back this year as well, just because I love the experience and I love being able to minister to the kids and just build a relationship with all the other players and with all the coaches as well. And I used to have a problem where I drank quite a bit after school. When we get done, I would just go to a restaurant, so I went there quite often. And there was one Sunday where Jason told a story about how he used to drink quite a bit, and he decided that the Lord had told him that he didn't need that anymore, that God was a bigger part in his life. And so that Sunday I decided to talk to him after he got through with that, because I could just tell that God was telling me, hey, you need to talk to this person because this is something that I want you to start doing as well. And so reluctantly I went to go talk to him about it, and he said, let's just meet Tuesday morning. And I said, okay, we can do that. And so we started meeting, and we started praying together, and he started giving me different scriptures that I could look to so that I wouldn't be so dependent on drinking. Instead, I was dependent on God and what he did in my life for me. And we still meet every week for the past 2 years. We've met, and I don't really need to talk a whole lot we don't talk about drinking and stuff like that now, because that's not really a struggle that I have in my life. But I pray for, during that time, the kids that I work with at school. I pray for the youth group at FBC Bryan, and then I also pray for Germany and just the baseball camp and how it's going to go. More of a shy type person, which is one reason why I didn't really like the German food the first year in the cafeteria, because I couldn't read the sign, and I would look at the food and I would think, I don't really know if this is going to be very good or not. And so I would just say, well, I think I'm just going to have water today and not eat any of the food, because I didn't know what the sign said and I was afraid to ask anybody what it said. So I would just say, I'm going to pass and not eat anything. And so I would have some of my kids ask me why I wasn't eating, and I said, I was just not hungry that day. I was just thirsty and I didn't want to eat. But my second year, I thought, hey, maybe I should just ask some of these players what these foods are. And then I actually enjoyed the food a whole lot more the second year. So, yeah. It pays to ask.